in terms of infrastructure, it is because they had more money, saying that it is not true and that even under the former government, the NPP, they had more money than the first NDC government. But then the first NDC government was able to put up at least 3 universities, they put up 3 regional hospitals and mentioned several other things.
Including housing, which MPP he claims did 0.
And well, we are yet to, consolidate some of these things in terms of fact and figures, and then the Ghanaians will be the ultimate to judge. Our job is just to be the neutral arbiters.
Absolutely. We're told that John Jinapo is on the floor now. We'll be speaking shortly. We'll be right. Let's hear what John Jinapo is saying at the Coronation Park in Sunyani.
Mr. President and Vice President, and Excellency the First Lady, my mission is a very simple one. Is to speak on the theme transparency and accountable governance under the NDC manifesto, soon to be launched by waiting and President-sitting President John Dramani Mahama. Those of you who wanted the meal earlier before the food was ready almost fell into the boiling pot. When His Excellency the President shared his vision and mission on the highlights of the manifesto, there were many who jumped into a conclusion that the NDC manifesto was silent and quiet on corruption. That cannot be the case, and that will not be the case. And there is a dedicated commitment and chapter on combating corruption, white-collar criminality, illegal trafficking, and money laundering. And President Mahama pledges to the people of Ghana that the NDC will continue to make corruption a high-risk activity, punishable in accordance with the rule of law. And therefore, investigative bodies, prosecution bodies will be strengthened as they have been strengthened today to support President Mahama's quest to fight corruption. President Mahama and the NDC recognizes that corruption has a debilitating effect on governance and it even can wane public confidence in the political system. President Mahama and the NDC recognizes that there are adverse effects on poverty, inequality, economic growth, and economic development with corruption. Therefore, there is a commitment, and President Mahama pledges that every district assembly, municipal, metropolitan, will now have a dedicated representative of the Attorney General to help with the prosecution of cases in our quest to fight corruption. President Mahama has submitted to Parliament what you call the Sunshine Laws. President Mahama will continue to shine on the secrecy of corruption through the Freedom of Information Act, the Public Officers Accountability Act, and its accompanying legislation in order that he will deepen transparency and accountability in government. President Mahama is collaborating with the judiciary to strengthen to fight judicial corruption, and President Mahama recognizes the vital role of a critical and independent media and civil society to fight corruption, and will continue to support the media to be able to combat corruption and to expose it. Therefore, it is the pledge of President Mahama that all anti-corruption institutions and agencies will be supported and strengthened financially by way of capacity to be able to deliver. When it comes to decentralization, the experts are seated with President Mahama, Professor Kwame Nkrumah and co. It is only under the NDC that a comprehensive decentralization agenda was launched. There is now a National Action Plan 2015-2019, a national plan on decentralization that will be comprehensively implemented. President Mahama makes a pledge that DCEs, mayors, metropolitan chief executives will go through an elective process after a careful scrutiny together with the Public Services Commission. That is a pledge he makes to the people of Ghana, and he pledges to support a strong and viable independent media, as we are already doing. There are those who say that President Mahama is not doing enough in fighting corruption. President Mahama will not abandon the rule of law. The rule of law in all its facets will be religiously respected and implemented under the watch of President John Dramani Mahama. All fundamental freedoms will be respected. Parliament will continue to be supported and strengthened to play its deliberative and oversight function as a key organ of government. Job 600 completed. Expansion of Parliament completed. Promises of 23 additional officers yet to be done. The majority leader can confirm that this has gone on. And President Mahama will work with the judiciary in order to support the delivery of justice. Having done governance, let me now deal with the final issue. The last time I listened to Bawumia and Nana Akufo-Addo, the argument when the president spoke about senior high school, the MPP, even this morning, Nana Akufo said that senior high school, 200 promised by John Mahama, practically impossible. We want to assure the people of Ghana that President Mahama is above post-truth politics. When the MPP say 200 senior high school cannot be built, Bawumia in page 41 of his 8th September lecture promised 600 senior high schools, not 200 against President Mahama. So who is telling the truth? The manifesto affords you an opportunity to know that the NDC will have superior policies, superior programs, and superior projects. Let me finally respond to Mahmoud Bawumia. When he did his analysis of the economy, he said, and I'm quoting, that a reduction in fiscal deficit can result in a reduction in inflation, a reduction in debt management and its sustainability, and to stimulate economic growth. The same Bawumia says that under President Mahama, fiscal deficit in 2011-12 was between 12% to 11%. Today, the fiscal deficit is in a single digit of 5.3% under President Mahama's watch. Therefore, we will have a cumulative effect on debt management, on employment, and support for the private sector. My final word is to Nana Addo Dankwa. He also said the same day, 8th September, I will abolish VAT. I will reduce corporate tax. I will avoid special import levy. What Nana Akufo-Addo didn't tell Ghanaians is how he will finance the ever-increasing compensation budget and how he will finance social development with the abolition of those taxes. But let them know that none of those taxes was for perpetuity. They all had their sunset clauses. Therefore, it is the pledge of President John Dramani Mahama to run an open, transparent, accountable government. He lists himself in his regular interaction with the media. You are free to interrogate him on any issue and any subject because he wants sunshine in public administration. I thank you and God bless us all.